Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for today's Monday Mist Reveal I'm going to be revealing to you a figure that's inside here that, to be fair, obviously didn't come inside this package, but we're going to turn it into a bit of a guessing game. So if you're new to the channel, what I like to do every Monday, I used to call it an unboxing, but someone quite rightly pointed out that I wasn't particularly unboxing. Even though I was taken out of a package, I suppose I was just doing exactly what I'm doing now. I'm revealing the figure. So what we've got here is something that definitely hasn't been seen on this particular channel. I've not revealed it on here yet, but I have had it for a little while, I've got to confess, and that's basically it. So rather than me just putting a new figure up on the shelf, turn it into a guessing game, makes it a bit of fun, give you some clues. Please don't write the name of the character or the figure in the comments. Put the time that you got it, or of course put your wrong guess. As I say, it's just better than just saying here's a new figure. It makes it a bit more interesting. So this is a original boxed Japanese Generation 1 figure. It is vintage G1. It's really hard to do clues with this, or it's really easy to do clues with this. Basically, because it came out in 1988, character itself probably isn't that well known. Now, the subgroup of this particular lot of figures is very, very well known, but it's also criminally underrated or not utilized, underutilized. We haven't had another one of these figures or characters in any other toy line, in no generations. So none of the legacies, the War for Cybertrons, the generations, the classics, nothing, not one of this particular figure, not even a botcon version, to be fair. So as I say, criminally, that's the better, criminally underused. Now, the reason why I've got this guy is because I've got the Hasbro version, so this is another huge clue. So in 1988, obviously in Japan, they had Super God Master Force, which is where they used some of these. They brought in their own characters, obviously, of course, but like I was going to say, like Black Zarek, but he obviously used the Scorponok mold, they changed it slightly. So with some Master Force figures, they were completely new at the time, like Overlord, etc. But then, of course, we got him later on. But basically, what I'm trying to say is this is one of the figures that we did get in as part of the Hasbro toy line. And interestingly enough as well, they didn't change anything whatsoever with this particular figure. They just changed his name and they just changed the box. So what I mean by that is, if they were to change anything sort of specific on him, like Minerva, she's a great example. That was, of course, Nightbeat, but they changed her drastically, or they changed Nightbeat drastically to be Minerva. So this one didn't change at all. Now, that's probably got you down to, in this particular subcategory of figures, 2 of the 3 stayed the same. In the other subcategory of the figures, now this might be going completely over your heads unless you know Japanese stuff, but if you don't, hopefully you're learning as well then. So of course, in the other subgroup, they changed 2 of them, 2 out of the 3, and in this one they only changed the 1. This one isn't a changed one. This is one of the figures that I could have brought ages ago. It's one of them, but I didn't, because again, there was no difference. But with my collection, I like to be not necessarily a full completionist. I've got all G1, but I want to now work my way to getting all the Master Force boxes as well. And that's exactly why I've got this, because he's in a Master Force box. The interesting thing about this is, though, the Hasbro version would have been called the figure, and his particular partner would have had a different name as well, whereas with this, it's just all the same name. So I'm wondering if you've got it. So if you've got it, it's down to 2, and if you know they're down to 2, then out of the English names, you're talking Getaway or Slapdash. But then you would remember that Getaway got a reissue in the Power of the Primes, was it? One of them anyway, whereas Slapdash, or Road King as he was called in Japan, didn't. There we go. So yeah, no difference to the Hasbro at all, guys. The engine, apart from the fact he was called the Godmaster, that would have been a big clue, but I didn't want to give too much away. The Godmasters instead of the Power Masters, and yeah, no difference whatsoever. But of course, it's got a beautiful Master Force box now. If you got that, you did very well. But let me know in the comments without putting the name. Just put yes, I got it, at what time, or no, I didn't, or maybe you learned something. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do a video on him, and then I'll do another video on Slapdash as well, and then do the 2 together, I think, or just maybe just show the packaging difference. You let me know what you want me to do with regards to the videos. Should I do a separate video on this guy, or should I do a joined together one? Okay, guys, take care.